Hi. One of the things I'll always remember at Radley is the fight, the riot on the last night of term. Okay? Normally on the last night of term, nobody interfered. Yeah? And the boys had a free-for-all. Yeah? I remember one of the major occupations was a gang of boys going round and picking on someone and dragging them down to the bathroom, kicking and fighting, of course, and putting them in a bath full of cold water and maybe even putting one of the boards on top of them. Okay? It was like payback time a bit as well. But normally everybody got put in a cold bath on the last night of term. Yeah? I remember there was one year, there was some of this MDF fibreboard, these flat bits, and it was broken everywhere. And we started throwing it down the corridor of the dormitory, because we slept in this huge long dormitory with wooden doors, with wooden cubicles. Yeah. Anyway, we were throwing these pieces of this MDF down, and it was spinning. Anyway, one of these ended up in someone's eye, and he ended up in hospital. Okay, and this seemed to be a pretty regular routine, particularly the last night of term at the end of the summer term, because you've got the summer holidays coming. Anyway, yeah, at that night, the masters didn't come up, the prefects didn't come up, nobody wanted to know about anything. Yeah, well, the night the boy got hurt, I think it was Fenning. There was a small complaint from one of the prefects, but very late, probably 3 o'clock in the morning. So from this I learned that on the last night of term, nobody knew if you were there or not. Nobody had the slightest idea where you were. So I think this is probably July 76. So I got invited, on the last night of term, because I think it was a Friday, to a party at the Provost Lodgings of Queen's College. So 9 o'clock, the fight is in full swing. So I get on a bike and I go off to Oxford. It's about, I don't know, half an hour on a bike, something like that. And I go to this party. Now, it was my intention that night to get disgustingly drunk. Anyway, I think I had a pint of beer in a pub, and then I went to this party. And there wasn't very much alcohol there. And I remember that the Provost Lodgings of Queen's, beautiful place. The Provost is like the headmaster of one of the Oxford colleges. Oh my God. Anyways, beautiful carpets, beautiful decoration. Anyway, in the kitchen, I found all sorts of different alcohols for cooking. So I mixed up this cocktail and I got disgustingly drunk. Yeah? The next thing I remember, I'm sitting in a bath of rusty water. And the next thing I remember, I'm being given my bicycle by a man who seems to be a taxi driver in front of school, and it's the next morning. Anyway, now this is the day where the parents come and pick you up, yeah? And it was gaudy. Now in Radley they have a big party every year called Gaudy. And they show off the school. Anyway, I remember my mum coming to pick me up, and I had such a hangover. I was so drunk the next morning. Later my friends told me, oh my God, that I had vomited everywhere in the living room, then gone outside, taken all my clothes off and passed out in the garden. Well, things of youth. Don't do it anymore. Anyway, so I went back to, after that, I went back to Radley. It's the last day of term, picked up and gone home. And I'm pretty sure Radley never discovered about that one. Well, I don't think so anyway. Okay, so if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.